Yes, that's what they are doing.
Man. It's like we are used and then dumped.
Like you can imagine the people who are fighting orally. Do you say
verbal language?
Verbally.
Yeah.
Gasumbere, I don't know what.
Gasombelele now ni gani?
Oh, ni wimbo nataka. Yo, I cannot understand which song is that, but ready?
Can you write? Can you give us more details?
Is that ready? So you can imagine those people who are fighting like verbally right now, they are the people who were together asking for votes together. Yeah. And now they are very going too low to abuse and to throw words to each other like as if they are young children, they are young boys and girls. What do you imagine? What do you say about how Ruto is converging words with Mr. Rigathi Gachagua? What do you think is the problem with our country right now? Because where I think we are going to the dogs. Sarake. Hiyo sijui rembo.
Anasema gani?
Ni sijui gani yubo ya Sarake. Rembo.
Oh, I know the song. Leave this guy alone.
Let's sing for
this her. This guy cannot be a Christian. Haya gasubiri. Nendero na Yesu. Aje tereire.
Is he singing or talking?
Yeah, that is the song. That is the song. I have song. Nendero na Yesu. Aje tereire. De quiero ver. Unfortunately, we already know that stanza.
Oh, rain, come again. Ama anamaanisha wimbo gani?
It rain.
Oh, ile rain, go away. Yeah. Is that not what you are saying?
Now, and we never came here to sing.
So, as we were saying,
someone should be praying right now. You should be praying for my live channel. Eh? We have faced a problem.
You are starting going low like Mr. William Ruto, my friend.
No, now we have a problem.
Yes.
As a country. We have a problem as Africans.
Yes.
Because at any given time, and that is the history of Kenya, and that is the history of Africa. When politicians come together, when politicians want to take any position in the government,
he uses very polite word.
No, they will come together as a group.
No matter their differences.
Yes.
No matter their differences.
They will come together as a group. They will have one ideology. They will have one agenda, which is to win the elections. But after winning,
now
that is where you see their true colors. Remember, when they were coming, they will call each other brother or a sister, my brother and a sister,
my big
or even friends. You will hear them saying, like Rigathi Gachagua with William Ruto, there was time they were in an interview before the election.
Yes.
And Rigathi Gachagua was asked, do you think you will have political differences with William Ruto? Like how I saw you with big differences with Uhuru Kenyatta. Rigathi Gachagua said, I and my brother William Ruto, we will be very busy working for the people of Kenya.
Not fighting.
And we cannot have time to fight each other. That is what Rigathi Gachagua said. I remembered. And remember, my brother, William Ruto and Uhuru Kenyatta, even if they were fighting, they were able to put their differences together for a period of 10 years, and they worked. Yeah, William Ruto and Uhuru Kenyatta worked. No. They added their term. Their term ended very well.
You right.
But Rigathi Gachagua said.
You right.
But Rigathi,
this is where you are lying, my friend.
I'm not lying.
Their differences never ended.
Even if where the man do he get it? Oh, we were setting the devil away. You know when the devil come?
They never finished well. Close the door completely. They never finished well.
Okay, it's true that they never finished well. But
William Ruto was,
but even if William Ruto was very had a total or a bigger difference, or a bigger difference with Uhuru Kenyatta, they were able to complete the term. But William Ruto and Rigathi Gachagua, they even never completed 2 years. They fought. Rigathi Gachagua was impeached in a broad daylight. He begged, and he actually saw that it was not working. He started insulting William Ruto, and remember, he insulted him. Although there was a day he called him my brother.
You know. I think the problem here is Mr. Ruto. Because when they were having differences with Uhuru, we never saw that deep fight. We never saw that being a very big problem in our country.
being a big deal.
Why? Because there was one person who could have made it a bigger problem, but decided to keep it like very low.
Yeah.
That was Mr. Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. You know that guy is peaceful. You know that. That's why he was able. Even you said that they finished peacefully. No, they did what they did. No, they were. Mr. Ruto never performed as a deputy president for almost a whole term. The last time, you understand? Because they gave that opportunity to Mr. Matiang'i, and he carried that as
he performed very well
as the deputy president.
Yes.
Though was not a deputy president, but he performed. So the person who is to be blamed from the end, now that's how we know who was the bad person, who was the
bad character, the bad omen.
Yes.
The bad omen.
That is Mr. Ruto. We are not two-term. We are not one-term.
Either way,
we are just scrutinizing issues just like we are supposed to. Because why did Uhuru fight that much with Uhuru? Why did Ruto not fight that much with Ruto to an extent that he wanted to impeach him? And why did Ruto now fight with Gachagua and now he impeached Gachagua? Because Ruto is the
bad omen.
The problem.
According to you.
Yes, according to me, Ruto is the problem.
Okay.
And that's why he's now going very low right now, exchanging words with Mr. Rigathi Gachagua, knowing very well that Mr. Rigathi Gachagua, for me, that is my stand. That Rigathi Gachagua has a problem in his medulla oblongata. He has
a problem with his brain.
Ana upungufu.
Yeah.
He has a problem.
His thinking capacity is very low.
Yes. The way they used to say that he's a village man, that is very true. I never saw any problem there. So, what do you say about now, Mr. Rigathi Gachagua and Ruto? You talked about Uhuru and
it's very my point. I have, we have time.
Yes.
And as long as we have time, we will have to tackle this problem one by one.
Yes.
Because we are not rushing. We are tackling this problem one by one, and this is where the problem is coming in Africa. This is where the problem is coming in Kenya. And I told you earlier, there is no way that when you want to work together or when you want to have something, you will come work as a group. But after getting what you wanted, one of the parties decides to withdraw. And the party that is withdrawing is not withdrawing peacefully. It is withdrawing with a lot of insult, with a lot of indiscipline, right? And it will withdraw to an extent that there is no one who wants to see the other party anywhere. For instance, I told you William Ruto were working very well with Rigathi Gachagua, and that is very, very true. But what are we seeing today? What are we seeing today in Africa? what are we seeing today in Kenya?
You know what happened?
Like for instance,
What
how would you,
happened
you
first?
know,
You know what happened?
Mhm.
These guys started eating now.
eating what?
You don't know. You just figure out, or you just, it is not, you understand by eating in Kenya. What do we mean eating in
Okay,
Kenya?
they started robbing.
Now, when robbing, that's where the differences came.
Mhm.
Now, a person, one character wanted to take a bigger portion more than the other, and that's how they started fighting. And I can tell you the truth. I bear you witness that this fight did not just the time we knew, because if you can listen how Mr. Rigathi Gachagua used to talk, this fight began a long time ago.
That is very true.
To an extent where he was beating a table. You
Slapping a table.
He hit a table.
He banged
Because
the table.
of having ideological differences
Differences.
with Mr. Ruto and his PSs, some of the CSs.
Yeah.
Was it the CS?
Yeah, CS and PS.
Yes. That's how, that's my view.
That is your point of view.
Yes. This war did not start the time we knew.
Of course, that is very true.
Yes.
That is very true. But again, I have a problem here.
Yes.
Because, you know...
Wano Kevin, I can see you. You are here. Hello. I am watching you from USA. Thank you very much. How is USA? Thank you very much for watching.
Welcome to this live session. You told me, or that is what you told us, me, with our viewers here, that Rigathi Gachagua and William Ruto, one of them, okay, they had differences because of shares, because one person wanted to have bigger share than the other person. And now, where the problem arises, it is where, when they are eating there together, and they will call each other my brother, and in front of us Kenyans, they will be showing us a very good image, how they are doing very well,
how they are relating,
and how they are relating and coping up very well, and they are coping up with every situation. But when they have differences, that is where you will know even the secrets that you even don't deserve to know. For instance, you saw what happened yesterday. Is it yesterday or the previous day?
Yes.
The previous day, William Ruto stood on top of a vehicle and started insulting Rigathi Gachagua
together with the other parties.
Okay. Actually, it was very unfortunate that William Ruto involved Eugene Wamalwa, and Eugene Wamalwa was not there. He was not part of the topic. He was not part of the insult. And it is also very unfortunate when the president is doing what the opposition is doing.
No, it is also unfortunate that the president can go low to that extent, to even body shaming somebody.
Now,
you can imagine,
and
you can imagine saying that Matiang'i is fat and sleeping and some fatting.
Yeah.
For a president, surely.
Yeah, there is what he did. He did like what we used to do when we were in primary school. Body shaming each other.
That's why I
that is Kenya. Yes. That is our country, Kenya. We are doing very low. Our president is taking us to the ground. They are insulting each other with the opposition leaders.
As if they are kids.
They are doing what we used to do when we were in primary school, and that is very, very, very true.
Why can't William Ruto compose himself as a president? Why can't he have that? You cannot be respected if you are like that.
If
yes, you are a Kenyan.
I know you are seeing what is happening. You can imagine, my friend, I want to tell you this. We have what we call a presidency, the act of presidency. And the act of presidency states that the country must be very peaceful, you must be very disciplined, and you must always bring people together. So it simply means that when the opposition and other people are doing the unfortunate thing, or they are taking their madness to another level, um, you as a president, there is where there is certain extent that you cannot reach, because you as a president, you must be busy working. You should be improving infrastructure. You should be making roads. You should be creating jobs. You should be moving from one corner to another in Kenya, in the whole country, working for the people who elected you. Because at the end of the day,
and also for the people who did not elect you, because you are now the president. It doesn't mean because those people did not vote you or vote for you, you are not going to do anything for them.
Yes.
You are an icon,
an icon
to this country of Kenya.
Yeah. And by the way, either way, you cannot tell me.
Yes, if you hear somebody saying that you are talking a lot of nonsense, it simply means that you are two-term. And if you want me to come clear, this is my channel. Is this not my channel? I am going to be very categorical and state that I am a one-term. Where will you take me?
And also, if you think we are not, we are talking nonsense,
why don't you move out?
Can you scroll to the other channel
who are talking
and talk sense and watch sense, my friend? Yeah, this channel is for people who do not want
nonsense.
Sense. It is for people who do not want sense. We are nonsense, and nonsense is our business. If opposing what William Ruto did yesterday and today as a president is nonsense.
Who said that he is supporting Gachagua? We just hate the drama that they are
drama that the president
now
is
doing. The country is seeing as if we are jokers. All of us are jokers. Nobody is serious. If you can go to that extent of body shaming somebody and you are a president, who the hell do you think you are? And why do you think you are taking this country?
Then again, the government is employing people daily, secret agents who are looking at our social media platforms to check on how we are saying, on the words that we are uttering and the words that we are writing there. A lot of people during previous protests were arrested because of talking ill. Yet the president today is talking ill. Who is responsible for irresponsibility of the president of Kenya?
You can imagine you saying that we are talking a lot of nonsense, and yet we know very well that the problem with you is that we are criticizing the government, the current government that is performing poorly, the current government that is conducting itself like even a local child, a local boy cannot conduct himself like that. Nowadays, even if you are having this mchongoano, they don't do that. That was very low for him. I will not like. That was very low for Mr. President, and I will never support him just because of that idiot.
Okay. When
get used to suffering. Now, what do you mean by that?
And we are used to that. In fact, we are not complaining.
Can I stand up? You see how fatty I am. And you will tell me whether I am.
And you can also check that we have good English. Yeah? English is our next mother.
Is it not you who has taken a photo with a gumboot? Who is suffering between me and you?
You can check on our channel and check who is suffering. Now, we do not have any problem with William Ruto and his government. Actually, we were very peaceful. We had no conversation like the one we are having.
That is
my point of view.
For me, I have a problem.
That is my point of view.
And him also.
That is my point of view. I have never had any problem with William Ruto and what he was doing. Actually, I have no problem with Tutam. The only problem that I had started the day before yesterday when the president himself was very idle to an extent that he decided to go and start body shaming people, insulting people. That is not what a president do.
That's not presidency.
That is not presidential. It is not presidential, my friend. That is my point of view, and you can record this for future references. We cannot continue this way. Gen Z were arrested because of talking what the president was talking yesterday. That is true. They were even taken to court. A lot of people were abducted because of talking nonsense. Then again, the opposition and the government want to start talking nonsense in front of us. If they are not busy, they should tell us we look for the people who are very busy.
If I may ask, how many times have Mr. Ruto ever seated with Mr. Matiang'i on a chair?
They have never. In fact, they have never had any conversation.
And how did he know that Matiang'i always pollutes the air while seated in a meeting?
That is a propaganda. I think the president himself is nowadays working with the propaganda.
Now, who is the president of Kenya?
You know him?
Is Mr. Ruto. Is it not true?
Yeah, it's
well, saying that Mr. Gachagua killed or
left.
He raped and killed a little lady or a young girl. Who is responsible to arrest Mr. Gachagua and make sure that he is aligned into court and also being convicted?
We have institutions in Kenya.
Is it not Mr. Gachagua? Is it not Mr. Ruto?
Okay.
While coming in front and saying that the Gachagua did this and this, and he knows very well whatever he's saying that Gachagua did is a crime. Now, why don't you block this, madam?
Because I cannot go. I must be right.
So what I mean is, whatever he said, all bounced on toward him.
Yes.
He is the failure. If Gachagua killed, arrest him, jail him,
arraign him in court. We have institutions in Kenya.
Even you don't align people in court, Mr. Ruto. Why don't you just take Gachagua inside, just like you do to others?
Like how you do to common mwananchi.
You just throw
you just coming,
being tried.
And again, I want to know this: what is the main reason as to why the president and the opposition should be coming to public to insult each other? What image are you creating to us? What do you want us to do with your indifferences? By the way,
those both parties are not to be sympathized.
Yeah, and either way, Kenyans are suffering like how the guys said here that we are suffering. Everybody in Kenya is suffering, and we are suffering in the same way, including you. Everybody is suffering, but opposition and the government, they are not suffering. They are insulting each other because they want to gain our attention.
Yes,
and they also want.
Their stomachs are full.
Yeah, they are very full. They don't work. We just pay them. They have big deals, right? That is why they want our attention. And I don't know whether in politics insulting each other really gives you attention, or do you think people will be very happy because you are insulting each other? Nobody would be happy. Nobody cares. In fact, the people who elected you cares when you work for them.
Are surprised. They are surprised. What the hell? What the hell did we?
Who did we elect?
Is this the kind of nonsense and conduct that we expect from this dude? That's how they are seeing. We are seeing you like that. And in fact, there's nobody who we can prioritize.
Yeah, we are not giving anybody a priority in these two parties.
In fact, you are old. They are called old what? They are all old. What do you call folks?
Old folks.
You are going home all of it. We need a young man who can lead a country with integrity, with good conduct,
with dignity.
Yes, we don't need just a president.
Yeah, we do not we do not need a body. We need someone who can work for the people of Kenya. We don't need anybody. And either way, if we just needed anybody who can talk, who have good insult, we would never have elected you. We would just go to the street.
We know.
Select one individual and make that person a president.
Because we know you cannot go to the, we knew that you cannot go to that extent.
Yes. And either way, what are you showing to other people? What are you trying to tell them? Which image are you portraying when you are insulting each other? Which image are you portraying to other people from the other country? Previously, our neighbor, Tanzania, said a lot of things about us, and they were not good things. And we as Kenyans came and decided to talk about it, and we tackled that. In fact, the government of Tanzania was talking about the citizens of Kenya. We can see how bad we are. But look now, everybody is seeing how evil the government is.
We are rotting from the head. We as Gen Zs weren't bad. We were just wanted to protect what we believed in. We just wanted to protect our nation from this toxic leadership we are having right now. You understand? But now those Tanzanian people, you know, the other time we had an election in Tanzania, and you saw what happened. They even don't have democracy to an extent that somebody can turn off the internet so that he can steal and also kill some of them. Did you see? Till today we are not sure how many people died in Tanzania because they don't have that democracy. You know, democracy gives people a lot of doing things. You can have that comfort of recording whatever is happening and posting without fearing. And without
okay,
without democracy, you cannot record and post something confidently that you are not going to face any consequence. But now, do they have? They don't have democracy.
In Africa, I think personally, I think in Africa, democracy is just seen on paper. It is written on paper, but it is not exercised. Because if you go into the papers or into the constitution of Tanzania, the word democracy is there. But even if you go into a country like Uganda, the democracy is in their constitution. And everybody in the two countries believe that they are exercising democracy. But it's very unfortunate because they don't exercise democracy. They don't do, I think Africa has no democracy. We should, the only country that I know has democracy is United States of America. Yeah, USA. African countries will never have. African countries will never have democracy. They will never have democracy. For instance, our country, Kenya, will never have democracy. How would you say that we have democracy, yet we have never, Kenyans are arrested on daily basis when they are suspected of doing certain crime?
Or but they are demonstrating.
Also when they are demonstrating.
We start demonstrating very peacefully, but how we end up is very, very, very unfortunate that we end up in jail. And yet, those who provoke, those people who provoke, the people demonstrating are the people from the askaris.
The police.
The police provoke the demonstrators so that we can end up in jail.
Yeah, the police and
you cannot tell me that you will come with tear gas thrown to us and you expect us to just stand there and watch. We will pick up stones and throw back to you. Now that's where they take us as criminals and they put us inside them. We are Kenyans and Kenya is our business. Even if today you don't want to come here.
Yeah, that is our political side of view, and we are saying that we do not want to see what we saw yesterday. If someone feels that you are not busy and you are working in the government,
go stay with your families.
Go stay with your family. That is one option. Another option, you can just go and do farming. Another option that I'm seeing a lot of people doing in Kenya, you can be a content creator. Actually, the only piece of advice that is very, very helpful to the president and the opposition is this simple. Open a YouTube account, open a Facebook account or a TikTok account. Can you say there that you are a content creator? Start creating content. You will be very busy about creating content. Then we content creators, we can then go to the office
and lead the country.
And lead the country. You will see how serious people can be.
While doing serious things like leading the country, not taking it as a joke.
Yeah.
Just like way you are taking it as a joke. way that a president that is hurting me too much. There's no way that a president can body shame somebody, and the person he is body shaming is somebody with children, somebody with
someone's father,
yes,
and someone's husband, someone's uncle, and someone's grand uncle, and someone's friend. Either way, if they really wanted to insult each other, there are channels that they can use. I believe they have their private numbers.
Yes,
they
you
can call each
other and abuse each other.
Yeah, or they can WhatsApp them, or they can text them. If that fails, there is where they can meet face to face. If they want to have a fight, they can start that fight, and whoever is beaten will accept the challenge. They will never gain anything from us Kenyans when they insult each other on public. So thank you so much, guys. We have been tackling problems that are being faced here in Kenya, and we've seen that one of the major problem is how the politicians are conducting themselves. We can
also go and reform as well.
So we can have another conversation, my friend. I think this conversation is not helpful.
Let's start with another conversation. I'm going to give you a story, and you are going to see how people enter into problems that they never know that they are going to enter. Now, there is this guy by the name Bruno. Bruno was somebody who was a bouncer and was working in a club somewhere in a certain city in Kenya. Now, Bruno was working as a bouncer. One evening, as usual, he moved out of the house because, you know, as a bouncer, you don't go at in the morning at work. You go evening time. You understand? Saa 12 huko ndo unaingianga kazi, ndo uchape kazi usiku mzima. So bouncer ameingia kazini pale kama kawaida. There is these ladies who are there called prostitutes. You know, most clubs outside you must find these ladies sells meat. But meat that you cannot go and eat. You eat and leave it there. So
they have the stock that
that never finishes.
Never ends.
You just sell without. Now, when Bruno came in, now I wanted to tell you how how he was conducting himself kwa hiyo kazi yake. So most customers who were usually men were coming to that club. They drink whatever they were drinking, that is beer or maybe spirit or maybe wine. They drink and then they go to sleep. While sleeping, some of them need ladies to entertain them. So what do? Who is the simpler person to send? The bouncer, because the bouncer is a guy like them. So they call the bouncer. Enda ukani subscribe kama tatoa
ni edi na mtumio ni kiaranyo. Dai